Hey, what is up everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the BNB Crops farmer. Now, this is not a typical baked beans fork, and I'm going to go over exactly why I am so bullish on this project and what my strategy is going to be profitable in this project. Now, before we jump into the video, please make sure you guys like the video and subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you hit that bell notification if you do like videos like this, as they are very time sensitive. Now, at the time of recording, you guys can see the project launches at 19 hours and 25 minutes. I will have a link down in the description which you can click as well to see the exact start time, so you can time it according to your schedules. And this project, guys, is the second minor project that has been launched by this team. The first one was the BUSD farmer, and I'm gonna go over its stats in just a quick moment. Now, why is this different from a general baked beans fork? Well, because first of all, they're giving 6% daily, right, instead of 8%, because it's more sustainable. And even then, 6% daily is a lot in my opinion. They have a 2% compound bonus, so whenever you come down here and you will compound, you will actually get a 2% bonus, right, every time. There you'll get 7% referrals, which is a lot better than these other projects that offer 12% or 14%, because obviously it's not sustainable giving that much out in referrals. They have a 12-hour compound timer, right? So you can only compound once every 12 hours, which is very good. They have a 4-hour withdrawal cooldown, 48 hours rewards accumulation cutoff. So what does this mean? This means essentially, for example, if I don't compound and I don't claim, essentially other projects, even baked beans itself, what happens is your profits will keep growing. So I can wait like 1 week and then just collect my money, sell my crops right away. And that's kind of unfair, right? What they did is, if you do not claim or compound within 48 hours, your accumulation will be cut off. You'll stop earning within 48 hours. And this is just brilliant, right, guys? Think about it. Like they're trying to tackle all these things that make these baked beans forks kind of die out quickly. Or else it just becomes a very quick Ponzi scheme, right? A quick money cash grab by the team. And these guys, as you guys can see, they're trying to innovate on top of that. They're trying to create something new, and that's something I'm 100% gonna get behind. Now, of course, guys, this is not financial advice, so make sure you guys do your own research. They have a very active Telegram, so you should definitely join and ask questions there. Now, as you guys can see, they also have a 10 times mandatory compound features. You have to compound 10 times minimum, right? If you do not compound 10 times and you go to cash your money out, so if you go to sell your crops, what's going to happen? 80% tax. You're going to get an 80% feedback tax for early withdrawals. And this is, once again, another way to incentivize people to follow that 6-1 strategy. The 6-1 strategy, honestly, guys, is very viable. And unfortunately, there's just a lot of bad actors in these projects that don't want to be compounding for 6 days. And what that does is it makes all these projects die out. So what better way to have people follow the strategy than to force them to do it, right? And that to me is really smart and really good. And that's why I'm so bullish on this project, guys. Like, honestly. On top of that, they have an anti-bot launch, which is another really good thing, because of the fact that it is very evident in these baked beans forks that bots kind of get in first, so they get the most amount of miners. Now, guys, I know a lot of you are very sussed out by baked beans forks, because a lot of them have kind of gone to shit. But the projects that are like this, that are innovative and are creating a method in which it will last, I definitely think it's important to give these guys a chance. And of course, only use money you're willing to lose. Now, if we scroll down, you guys can see here in the dashboard, they also have it very nicely laid out, right? It's not a simple baked beans fork. They say how much you've deposited, what your total deposit will be worth, how much you have withdrawn, and how much you would have earned from referrals, which shows that this team actually has a very strong understanding of not only coding, but of UI design as well. And me personally, I like to see projects that have a good visual appearance, and I say this in a lot of my videos. This project, it falls within that category. They have, you know, a nice kind of layout on the project, and that's something I can appreciate. And this UI is very advanced, right? We see baked beans forks, they don't have UI like this. They have a basic UI. Now the next thing I want to look at, guys, is the BUSD crop miner. So this is their first one that launched, and you guys can see here that the BNB Crops farmer is actually more strict than the BUSD Crops farmer. It gets 8% daily. There was an 8% referral bonus. So in ours, or in the BNB one that's going to launch, is 7%. As you guys can see here, if we just look down a little bit below, they have the 12% compound timer as well. And they have the 2.5% higher bonus, which here is 2%, so it's a little bit reduced. But with the 12 hours compound timer, it actually makes you compound mandatory 5 times. Whereas here they make you compound a mandatory of 10 times. So even further increasing the sustainability of the project. And that's what I really like to see, guys. They have so much information here, which I personally have not seen any other baked beans fork do. And you know, this one is just more optimized. As the team is progressing, they're just optimizing the project even more. And as you guys can see, the UI is very, very optimized. Now let's have a look at how their first project has been doing, because that will be an indicator of what this project, the BNB Crops farmer, can actually do. So as we guys can see here, their contract balance is currently at $1.17 million of BUSD, which is very commendable. And if we scroll down, you guys can see they started on the 18th of April, so 10 days ago. And this shows their TVL. And as you guys can see, their TVL has been slowly increasing every day. Okay, and that's what we like to see. We like to see the TVL growing every single day. So all the people that have been compounding and participating in this from the early days, from the beginning, will have been you know, getting a lot more rewards. And obviously it has $1.1 million in here. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, especially because they have the mandatory compound feature, right, guys? And similarly, the BNB Crops one is also going to have that mandatory compound feature. So that it, for me, shows me that it's not going anywhere. And if people do want to be bad actors and they do want to sell off their earnings or their harvest, guess what, guys? You can't. You're gonna get 80% tax, so you'll actually only get 20%. So if you're getting 6% a day, you're gonna get 20% of that, so you're getting 1.2%. Selling 1.2% off the contract balance is not gonna move the contract balance at all. So I'm extremely excited about this, guys. It launches in 19 hours. As I said, the link is down in the description. Make sure you guys use that link. Full disclaimer, I do get the 7% referral kickback. However, with my referrals, I will definitely be compounding it back in to my farmer dashboard, just because of the fact that I am super excited about this project, and I definitely think that it can be something that will provide sustainable passive income for a lot of people in the long run. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing end of the week, and as always, guys, let's get that bag. Peace.